We begin from the Sahel region. US officials traveled to Niger to express concerns about the country's potential development of ties to Russia and Iran before the ruling junta revoked an accord governing the roughly 1,000 US military personnel there. The Pentagon said it was seeking clarification about the way ahead. Niger said it had revoked with immediate effect its military accord with the US that had allowed Pentagon personnel to operate on its soil. First, it was the French, and now it is the Americans. What's really going on in Niger? Let's find out in our cover report.
Niamey was slowly acclimatizing to the pushist rule after the junta took control, when the military jolted it with the announcement that the US military presence is no longer justified. The announcement followed high-level talks with US diplomatic and military officials this week.
On the choice of diplomatic, strategic and military partners, the government of Niger regrets the desire of the American delegation to deny the sovereign Nigerian people the right to choose their partners and the types of partnership capable of helping them to truly fight against terrorism. Even though the United States of America has decided unilaterally to suspend all cooperation between our two countries. Also, the government of Niger strongly denounces the condescending attitude accompanied by the threat of reprisals on the part of the head of the American delegation towards the government and the people of Niger.
Dénonce-t-il avec force l'attitude
Niger plays a central role in the US military's operation in Africa's Sahel region. It is also home to a major airbase. The US is concerned about the spread of jihadist violence in the region, where local groups have links to Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State extremist groups. In recent years, the US military began operating a major airbase in the Niger city of Agadez, some 920 kilometers from Niamey, using it for manned and unmanned surveillance flights and other operations. The US has also invested hundreds of millions of dollars in training Niger's military. Some of those forces were involved in the July overthrow of Niger's democratically elected president, Mohamed Bazoum.
On the cooperation between the two countries, in particular military cooperation and the fight against terrorists, the US presence on the territory of the Republic of Niger is illegal and violates all the constitutional and democratic rules which would require the sovereign people, in particular through its elected representatives, to be consulted on the installation of a foreign army on its territory.
Last October, Washington officially designated the military takeover as a coup. It triggered US laws restricting the military support and aid that it can provide to Niger. But in December, the top US envoy for Africa, Molly Fee, said the US was willing to restore aid if Niger met certain conditions.
As for the Russian Federation, it is a partner with which Niger deals on a state-to-state basis, in accordance with the military cooperation agreements signed with the previous government to acquire military equipment necessary to its fight against the terrorists who have claimed thousands of innocent Nigerian victims under the indifferent eye of much of the international community.
Sous l'œil indifférent d'une bonne partie de la communauté internationale.
The Niger junta spokesman said the US tone was condescending and threatened Niger's sovereignty. Since the July coup, the country has ended its security partnership with the European Union and France has withdrawn its troops. According to a White House report to Congress, the US military had some 650 personnel working in Niger in December. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.